What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, we're finally headed back to the racetrack, quarter mile this time. A lot of you know I only test in the 8th mile the majority of the time because that's what's close to our house. But today we're loading up. We're going to a big grudge race in Darlington, South Carolina at Darlington Dragway to do some testing to get ready for our big races coming up. Big Country, he got Pro Street race coming up in 2 weeks. Maryland International Raceway XDA Series. And me, you guys know, it's been cooking up for over a year. Ricky Gadsden versus Chris Moore. Battle of the Brands, Suzuki versus Kawasaki is going down May 15th at Gillette Motorsports Park. So anyways, we're loading up, we're headed out to the quarter mile, trying to get some testing on my 2020 GSXR 1000 to see what this thing will do to the quarter. I just did a few new mods, some things I wanted to try out and see how it works. Cross your fingers, boys, let's go try it out. Big Country at the controls in the more Mafia. Should we call it the Big Country Bus? It's not really the Big Country Bus, but when Big Country at the controls, it's the Big Country Bus. So we are about to roll in Darlington Dragway. For those of you who do not know what I was talking about earlier, the race with Ricky Gadsden, Battle of the Brands, what that is promoting the two fastest stock motor platforms, I guess you would say, for just bolt-on parts. The GSXR 1000 and the Kawasaki ZX10, the rules for the race are no internal engine modifications, no cams, no headwork, no thinner head gaskets, no opening up of the engine of any kind. However, we do have different transmission gears in the transmission on both bikes. The GSXR 1000 and the ZX10 both have a very tall first gear ratio in the transmission, and we can actually remove the transmissions on the bikes just by taking the clutch cover off, taking the clutch basket out, and the transmission slides out the side of the engine. So technically it's not much different from changing the clutch, but we changed and put a lower first gear in the transmission. Other than that, bolt-on parts only. No internal, basically the engine itself is stock. The swing arm, crazy long, you know, the bike's lightweight, they got all the good stuff on them. But like I said, the engine itself technically would still be under warranty, sort of. So anyways, he has been a 819 as of right now. I have been a best of a 823. But we're gonna go faster this weekend as we roll up to Darlington Dragway now. We're gonna get this stuff unloaded right here in just a second. This event is packed out the wazoo so far. All right, guys, we are all unloaded and set up. A light load for this trip. So we got Big Country's Pro Street Turbo Busa. We still got the longer swing arm on it. It is not 100% Pro Street legal. It is sitting about 1.5 inches or 2 inches longer than Pro Street trim. And then of course the 2020 1000, getting ready for May 15th. This is the new trailers, I guess you say the newly wrapped trailers. First appearance at a race, it's looking super fresh, super fly. The wrap company is actually Moody Blue Designs, is working on wrapping the insides of the doors. Since we're gonna have the doors open 99% of the time, we're gonna wrap those so when we open the door, it still matches and everything blends in. That's gonna be super cool. Check out Big Country new sunglasses. These, what? They so fresh, so clean. We looking for a sunglasses sponsor for Big Country. These new goggles, shoggles, I don't know what you call them. These things looking fresh though. All right, guys, first pass coming up. All right, guys, here we go. Darlington Dragway. Let's see what this thing will do through the quarter mile. Hopefully she's on the money this pass. We've tried some new things this week. We're gonna see how these works. This was just kind of experimental, trial and error stuff. May do the same, may do better, may do slower. But what you gotta do to test to go fast.
Can't never just settle. Always got to try new things. Alright, we got nobody lining us up. That's alright, it's good. This little guy will hook. Running against a long nitrous grudge booster. That's about all there is here today. No, I call them little bikes like mine. All just fast stuff. See how they do. See if our little scooter can get out there and compete with them. He's over there purging his nitrous, getting ready. Takes a minute for the big bikes to get ready. They gotta check their tire pressure, purge their nitrous, check their blinker fluid. Alright, he's easing up. Here we go, baby. Shake and make. 9,000. Here we go. Alright, baby. Like a long ways on this little bike. I'm just like, geez. I'm used to riding my turbos. This little thing. It took forever to get to the finish line. Let's see when it went. I don't know how. It's hard for me to judge how fast it went with a fast bike like that. I'm gonna pause the video. We'll be back in a second. Not too shabby. 06 reaction time, 130 flat, 60 foot, 346, 529, 133, 826 at 163. So definitely not our best performance. I was racing against, of course, you saw the grudge bike, loud, slider, on the two-step. I couldn't hear my bike and I kind of rushed things and it caused me to get off the clutch too fast. I know, excuses, but first pass, like I said, I screwed up. We can do better. So we actually just pulled the data log on this thing and I saw where I can make some improvements in the tune, in the track, and we're gonna see how this thing does. Big Country Bike, it wasn't happy with something. He's making some adjustments on it. They think they figured out what the problem was. But hey, I'm liking the progress we're seeing so far. We're gonna try some new things, try some more things. I think we can knock off about a 22 or 23 this next pass. Let's cross our fingers, see what we can do. Alright guys, pass 2, the sun has gone down. Big Country's on the line right now in the right lane. Hopefully he makes a good pass. Big Country, looks like he's on a good one. I don't know how he did, but hopefully he did good. Sounded good, looked clean. We are lined up with another long grudge booster. So we will see what happens. Say we're good, we're going solo. Something happened to him. The track is super sticky. All right, baby, 9,000, shake and bake. I can improve my kill time a little bit on my air shifter. Still got a little too much kill. I never told you guys, but I changed the kill box out. The kill box was bad on it before. The auto shift wouldn't work, and I got it back working. So we let's see what that pass was. What do you guys think? I'm gonna go, I think that was a 22. Alright guys, just made my second pass. Another 826 at 163.70 this time. A little bit faster. My slowest 60 foot in a long time. 132 60 foot. I honestly think the track is so sticky here that it's blocking the motor down. It like won't let the little guy rev on up. Big Country made a nice smooth pass. They were just making a baseline pull just to get from A to B, and he did just that. So they're gonna put some more power in it. BJ's over there turning them up now. We're about to roll back around, make a few slight changes on our shift points, change our kill time a little bit, and see what we can get out of this thing next pass. Well, would you look at that? Just look at it. It's raining. So it just came a little sprinkle. We had some thunder and some lightning. Hopefully this all passes over and we can get to make some passes again tonight. See the ground, you can't hardly tell. It's barely wet. So I think, fingers crossed, hopefully we get to make some more passes. It may take a little bit for them to dry the track. I mean, I really don't think it's gonna take a lot of work. I think the track will be just as good. Fingers crossed. We'll see you in 3, 2, 1. All right guys, here we are. The madness has started. Look at all the people on the starting line. This is what grudge racing is all about. There is people everywhere on the line. Right now, Jeremy Teasley's in a big grudge race in front of us. The crowd is gonna go wild after that. Uh-oh, somebody spun the tire. Somebody blew the tire off. So speaking of grudge race, we have got ourselves into a grudge race here. Trevor Schnitz, 16 years old, has called me out. Schnitz Racing, I'm sure you guys heard of that, big time. Ryan Schnitz is his father. Me and Ryan are about the same age. We've been racing together forever. Trevor is 16 years old and he just started last year. This kid is flying. Check him out on Instagram, Trevor Schnitz, or at Trevor Schnitz. He's got basically the same bike that I have. He has a Gen 2 clutch, but most importantly, he's only 110 pounds. Yeah, Trevor's super small, super lightweight, and of course his father, one of the best racers there is, so he's learning. He got a good mentor, good coach. Let's see what we can do though, boys. Shake and bake. Let's see what we can do. Spun the tire or something, I don't know. He should have been right beside me. I think his practice pass earlier was about the exact same as my practice passes, so I don't know what happened because I'm looking back now and he's several bikes back, so if not, we just did it for fun, of course. We will give the young fella another shot either later tonight or tomorrow. We're just out here having fun, guys. 16 years old though, no matter what, win, lose or draw, that kid is winning. To be, like I said, how many 16-year-old kids we got watching the channel today? Chime in. Trevor's out here going 820s, mad props to him. Super badass. If you kids are watching the channel and don't have a bike, work, 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 kids. That's what it takes to get it. Let's see how fast we went. 3001, 828 at 162. 828, 162. So this thing is consistent, but I cannot get the 8th mile time back down. I don't know what the deal is. Let's keep changing some stuff, see what we can figure out. guys, here we go. Last pass of the night. See if we can make this a good one. Changed a few things around with the shifting again, and I'm gonna try a different. So that last launch was around 10,000 RPMs, and it ended up being a little slower actually. So I'm gonna actually do a dry hop, which is like a practice launch. I'm gonna try to do a lower RPM. I have noticed that quite a few people have spun the tire. Alright, dry hop time. Let's see how this goes. We'll try about 6,500. Nope, not enough. So she gotta have the more RPMs. Take it back up to about 9,500 and let her eat. We're running against a long ZX14 this time. Heavier rider. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, baby, come on. Get in them lights. Time to shake it back. Alright, baby. Felt good. I don't know how it actually was, because the last two passes I thought were actually pretty good and the launch was slow. So to be honest with you, I think the track is so good here at Darlington Dragway. The track is so sticky that it's bogging the little motor down. The bike literally is taking power away from it because the bike is glued to the track. For those of you who are watching who have never been to a crazy good racetrack like this, they put a prep on the track, and literally the starting line, you'll see people sometimes literally get stuck, be glued to the track and can't go anywhere. We'll see what we went. Definitely felt like a good pass. 821 163. 821 163 with a 130 60 foot still. We're still a little down on our, but 525 and 8th. We have changed some, so that changed work, boys. So there we go. We starting to get a little somewhere now. I was trying some different tuning techniques, and the more with these stock motors, they only can make so much horsepower. So literally you just have to play with a tune here and there and see, I don't know, it's a challenge. It's a challenge for the rider, it's a challenge for the tuner. I enjoy it, it's a lot of fun. All right, boys, we're gonna go over the time slip in just a second. Oh yeah, we're back. Saturday morning, we're all rested up. Last night we tested. We did not get to make our last pass until 1 a.m. I was super tired. We didn't do the video after that. We ended up with a 821 and 163 miles an hour, 130 60 foot. For those of you who watch the channel all the time, you know that's not, I guess you say, right for me. So the track is so good here at Darlington Dragway, it's actually bogging the engine down. So BJ is back here messing with the clutch now. We're messing with the Brock's Performance shim kits, and we're changing out some shims and some different thicknesses of the clutch to just play with the way it engages. So I am complaining that there is too much handle. In other words, the clutch is too smooth. I want it to bite and hit really hard. For this long swing arm on this GSXR 1000, that's what we want. Now, if you remember some of the videos before when we were in the street with this thing with a short swing arm, I had the clutch set up that way and it was just wheeling 24/7, on, off, on, off. And we put this Brock's Performance kit in, it smoothed it out a lot, but for the long swing arm, I need that hard hit. So BJ's adjusting, trying to get me that now. Let's see what happens, guys. Alright guys, here we go. Saturday, first pass of the day. We are lined up with another 2021,000. This is he got BST wheels, he got the Brock's Pentacarbon. They're pretty closely matched up, so this should be a fun run. We'll see how it goes. I was helping them with some setup stuff. We've talked with him before at several other races. He's been watching the channel and learning, so we'll see how he does. Here we go. BJ picked us out a spot. He said we're good. See how we do. We just changed that setup. BJ's got the clutch just stiff this time. We've been trying to make it stiffer, softer, just seeing what this bike likes. We went that best at 821 last night. See if we can go a little faster. Shake and make, boy, shake and make. Off the line, that one wasn't no good. I don't feel like it. I let it out, it really bogged, and I had to go back and hold the clutch. So it's a real fine line with, you got to throw the clutch out fast to get the bike moving the first 20 feet, but then you can't let the engine bog down, and that's where these stiffer springs make it bite really hard initially, and that's what pulls the engine down. So if you go back and rewind just what we just ran, you hear and it drops immediately, and that makes it slow. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that pass sucked, and we went a 8:28. Let's see what happens. 8:23, guys. 132 60 foot, so the 60 foot was bad. 527 134 823. So I've got my tune about where I want her for the I guess you say the top end. The bike is pulling super strong. We're gonna go back and make some changes and try it again. To the party. Pass 2 on Saturday. It is hadn't got many passes today. We are racing against a big long grudge bike this pass. Of course, we have no prayer of winning, and we're just making shakedown passes. Sticky. I got 17 pounds of air. Big country with the spot. Let's see how she does this time. We're going to try for about a 10,000 RPM launch. Remember, we got the real stiff clutch springs in here, so this is making it super tricky for me to ride. It bogged last pass, and the reason for that is basically the clutch springs are so stiff it pulls the RPMs down. The engine don't have enough power to pull through the RPM range. So we'll see how it does. This guy is taking forever on the other side, so we're waiting on him. See how he does. Alright, baby. Here we go. Come on, man. Let's go. Alright, baby. Here we go. Shake and make, baby.
I've been turning the kill down each time on the shifter and I thought I was about maxed out, but it didn't shift into 6th gear that time. I had to reach up and push the button. The kill time just a little too low. Damn, I don't know how many RPMs we left at. I sat there forever waiting on that guy to get in. It's probably like 11,000 or something. You guys will know better than I would. I couldn't look down at the tack, but she was screaming. These clutch springs are just too stiff. I don't really like them like that. Let's see how fast we went. We didn't do no good that time. I'm just curious about the 60 foot. That not shifting slowed us down a bunch. Let's see what we got here. 831, 158. Yeah, that pass was no good. We clutch springs too stiff. It don't like that. So I'm gonna go back and pull those out and we'll be good to go. Pass 3 Saturday. We got a little grudge race here with custom cuts. The new clutch setup is way softer. It might not work. She might drive through. Alright guys, we got the clutch crazy soft this time, so I don't know if this is gonna work or not. The goal is to leave it less RPMs, so let's see what happens. Shake and bake, baby. Is just so different. Like I just let it out so fast and it don't feel like it locked up. So I feel like I need a little bit more spring pressure, but I definitely liked how I was able to leave it a lower RPM that time. We shall see what happened. That might have been too soft. I don't know. What do you guys think by looking at the tack? So you guys should be able to tell after watching this many passes. You should be able to tell by the gauges. We got all the shift points on the money. I don't know if we're gonna be able to turn the kill time down much less than what we have. We got it pretty spot on. So let's see what she says here. Ticket lady says 830 flat 161. Yeah, so definitely way too soft on the clutch. It actually probably drove through, meaning slipped the clutch up top. So we'll make some more adjustments, come back and do it again.
guys, so we just made pass 3 on Saturday. Here's our best pass of an 821. Here's our 823 this morning. And then this is with the softer clutch setup. It was slower every single wear. Mile per hour, ET, 8th mile per hour, 8th mile ET, 60 foot, everything just was not as good. So we're gonna try to split the difference between here and here, see what we get. Well, would you look at that? It's pouring down rain out here, guys. That is the end of our night. We were about to make another pass and we thought we had the clutch dialed in. We had a best pass of an 821. We went hard on the clutch. We slowed down a little bit. We went softer on the clutch and slowed down. We were about to go back for just a little less than what we had with the 821, which I think would have been the sweet spot. Remember that 821, that is our best quarter mile pass, but a bad 8th mile pass. 130 60 foot. I've been a 124 60 foot. So we're gonna go back to the original clutch setup we have. I have all that written down at home. When we went to 124, we're gonna go back to that. And boom, that's gonna be what we need, baby. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you have not already. May 15th is going down. Check us out, moremafia.com. Smash that like button, and we'll see you next time, guys.